Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, I didn't know we were doing it.
Aw, maybe next time.
Welcome to Literally Wasted, our
Club
March
meeting.
Club meeting. I forgot what month it was. Our
It's March.
our hangout, a club meeting hangout for March. We are not discussing a book today. We're discussing many books and your lives and our lives and just having a good time. This is a club hangout for where anything goes, but we'll have some fun and games. We'll do some fun stuff. Who's here, Talia, in the comments?
I'll tell you who's here. I'll tell you. Hi, StreamYard and Giggles and Kristen, Mariah, Kelly, Randa, Nicole too. Hi, Katie and Julie and Jody and Carrie and Brenda and Stacy too. You. Hi, Brandy and Kelly and Dan and Tim and Will and Rachel. Don't laugh. Hi, Sean and Bethany, Leanne and Brandy and Darlene and Spare and Judy and Tammy and Jean Spare, Deirdre, Cindy, Jeff, Rick, Kristen, Kent, Nikki, Jenny, Jennifer, Mariah, Bethany, Henry, Sean, Dan Spare, Sean, and Adam.
Hello.
Different Adam.
Not me, Adam.
It's been a long day. I'm kind of tired.
It's been a long Wednesday.
That was a sober one too.
They're all
I
sober.
know.
Dan, that is an excellent question. We we decided that it's no longer Christmas, and we decided to put our Christmas tree away not 15 minutes ago.
Still counts.
Still counts.
Still counts.
Yep.
There's probably still some glitter on the floor back there.
There
So-
will be until next Christmas, and when it will be shall be replenished.
It shall be renewed. So, Talia, you getting some comments on your hair?
If they're nice, thanks. If they're not, I know I didn't wash it.
They were nice.
Well, thank you.
But yeah,
I saw someone comment on the stars. The
Lucas
stories and
says,
the stars.
boom.
That is a Facebook feature that you do not have to do. We see your comments regardless. It's just like a thing that Facebook is doing where if you want, hi, Mike, where if you
We get some
want
stars?
I sent stars.
Lucas sent stars to test the feature where it's like, I think each star is a penny.
No, like I just bought 45 stars for 99 cents.
Okay.
So
2 pennies.
Cool.
I just gave us $1 in stars. I don't know.
Nope. I immediately got the vacuum out and hunted it down.
He did.
That one piece of glitter.
Now it's in my nose.
Ugh.
But yeah, we've got some fun times ahead planned for today.
Let's talk about book stuff.
How is everybody this
Okay.
fine Wednesday?
Yeah,
evening?
Willis says it's been a tiring day. It's kind of been a tiring week. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, look how tall Christy is.
It's really bothering him.
I don't know how to. I don't.
It's the new couch. You don't know how to sit.
Yeah,
on
we got
the
a new couch. We're on it. Okay, here we go.
It's because your back is busted, and I told you just watched you. It's because I told you Christy has a baby. You can't slouch when there's a baby in your tummy. Like it just.
I think
Otherwise, your lungs are gonna.
Jennifer hit
shut
the
up
nail
your
on the
throat.
head. We are under a pollen cloud in the south, and
Yes.
it's just
Oh.
it's wearing on you.
It's messing with everybody's face.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Pollen,
Everyone's sneezy and swollen and sneezing.
pollen does suck.
Oh, Sean's got a birthday today.
What?
Happy birthday, Sean.
So your
Forty-
birthday's
Last
coming
few
up. Does
hours.
that mean it's tomorrow?
Oh,
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
So happy birthday, Sean.
This is your last chance to be 43. You should do something crazy, but after the book club meeting.
Yeah, or now.
Right now.
Right now.
Whoop whoop. I read that as it was written.
So Randy just got back from Philadelphia into a staycation. That's nice. Mariah says this week has been the most Mondayest week I've ever had, and that is very accurate.
I can subscribe to that.
Yeah,
sentiment.
that's a
Not
newsletter
willingly.
I will sign up for.
It's a
Okay,
newsletter I was signed up for unwillingly.
so let's get into it. Let's do our first segment. Y'all know what's coming up. We want to know what you're reading.
Nice. Play the trumpet on that one, Adam.
Why did I break you?
Trumpets tickle me. What are y'all reading? I know we did this last month, and I know that officially in the club we are supposed to be reading, or should be reading, this book here. How you can I don't know.
Ooh, your cover is
Hyperion?
fun.
By Dan Simmons.
I
Boom,
like
boom.
that
I
one.
kind of like ours has Groot on it. That's cool.
Oh, I
Um,
like that one.
I have Tim's reading technical manuals.
Oh,
Huh?
Little
exciting.
Montgomery Scott, you. Lessons in
Whoa.
chemistry. We got some science folks in here.
Mm.
But this, I have started this. I'm admittedly not as far as I should be at the moment.
Say.
But it's going, and I'm a little bit nervous that I'm not going to make it by the time we have our
You have
live
2 weeks.
discussion.
You
at the
still
end
have
of
some
it. I
time.
got some time. I'm gonna have to get on it.
Yeah, I haven't started.
And so we got human
Human Division.
division.
That's what that was. Right?
There it is. Human division.
Human.
Stacey's reading an argumentation of historians.
All right.
Lisa's reading Wool. So
Timely.
Nice.
that is timely because the trailer just dropped for the Apple TV show Silo,
Yes.
and it looks pretty cool.
I haven't watched it yet. I kind of don't want to watch the trailer, but I really need to finish those other 2 books.
Yeah, you do. Because what if it ruins them?
Yeah.
I watched the trailer several times.
Well, Adam's only read the first book, and
True.
he said it.
If
looked
there's something that
first
happened in
book
the later
stuff in
books,
the
I don't
trailer.
even know. So, but it's got some pretty iconic. Some imagery in the trailer is like how I would have pictured it. Others, like sort of the inside of the silo. It is fascinating to see how that's visualized.
Mm.
But I'm interested. I'm interested.
I'm interested enough to where I didn't cancel my Apple TV subscription.
Yeah,
Because that and Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Ted Lasso
Mm.
coming out. It's like,
Yeah.
all right.
Oh, hey, working through Old Man's War. I need to get on that.
What?
You do.
Sean, this is like your 5th. What are you reading? You're reading a lot of things.
How many books were in the Old Man's War series?
Right there.
There's 3 or 6.
No.
6.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a
Nikki,
series.
I want to
You're
know
right there.
how to sleep in a sea of stars is. That's on the
Mhm.
top of my to read list.
It's just a pretty title.
Christy, what are you reading right now besides Hyperion?
Hyperion
Hyperion.
and
She's frozen.
the
She's frozen.
network.
I'm not frozen.
The Network Effect, which is like the 5th murder bot book, and then I'm in the middle of. I had to stop reading Rhythm of War to focus on Hyperion, but I'll go back to that as soon as I'm done.
I can't do that.
I didn't wanna do it.
My brain does not do that.
Didn't wanna.
I was reading a Rick Brad
I was
book.
really into my book, but
He's a prolific Southern writer. I actually worked down the hall from him when I worked at UA, and
I am reading your comments on the screen.
ooh, Kings of the Wild. I really want to read that. Babel. I've heard really good
Why does that
things
sound familiar?
because it was in one of
It
the
was a
book
poll, it was a
polls.
poll, yeah.
Oh, it's on my bookshelf.
It
That's
looks
why.
great.
I bought it. Really good. Right now, I'm
Kings of
really
the
good at
Wild.
buying books and then not reading them. It's been a great trend for me this past year. Just buying all the books, hoarding them until
It's okay. When we're going to
I'm
retire,
unemployed
and
on
I'll play
the
all the video
street.
games. And
Mariah's reading Hockey for Dummies. I like that.
Nice.
hockey's fun. Like I don't understand all the rules, but it's fun to go watch.
Tammy's reading the Dark Book Club book.
Nice.
I
We
wonder
got,
how expensive dental insurance is. If you're a
Gathering
hockey
of
player.
Shadows.
That's Wheel of Time, right?
What am I reading? Oh, yes.
Gathering of Shadows.
Here's what I'm reading. I'm reading a book called The Prometheus Effect, which is a Star Trek book.
Oh,
And I'm also reading. We are reading.
Oh yeah,
book
we're in the middle of
8 of Tiamat's Wrath of the Expanse, which I think was the same as last time.
yeah.
We were reading that
We
last
were
time.
reading it
It's
last time.
slow going.
There's a new Expanse game coming out.
Ooh.
You seen that
Ooh,
from Telltale
I have
Games?
not. Oh, that's
are the games
interesting.
and the books the same?
I
universe?
don't know.
Probably.
It's like a story-driven game.
But the Expanse is one of those things that is it's so good. God, it's good.
Leanne says Dead Silence was good.
Is that the scary one? The one that
Love
That
book.
sounds
Yeah, it was
scary.
in our October poll, and it
yeah,
didn't
and it had the scary cover, and the tagline was like "Nightmares Forever" or something terrifying.
something
Nightmares
like that.
forever.
Yeah.
It was because I remember reading it, and
I
I was
think I
like,
remember
"Please don't
that too.
vote
I was
for
like,
this
yeah,
one.
don't-
Please
don't
don't
vote
vote
for
for
that."
this one." And y'all
Uh,
didn't, so thank you. I mean, some of you did, but
Mm.
Stacy is forcing herself to read 100 pages each day of Hyperion.
Whew.
That is,
Strong.
dedication.
it's impressive.
Dan said
I'm
he
gonna
was doing
finish it in,
25
like,
pages a day.
I should do that.
days. You should do that.
I should do that. Okay, I said that.
That's what I hate about the audiobook is it's like these 4-hour
Yeah, that's-
chunks, and I'm just like,
There's so many pages.
Yeah. I just started chapter 3. Is it chapter or part?
part 3
Oh
because
no,
it was right.
spoilers.
I just started 3 today.
An hour a day.
Right. What is
Um,
480 divided by 13 days until
Yeah,
our
I
next
need to.
480.
Everyone's like
divided by
doing math
13
on how to
days.
finish this book.
I need
Yeah.
to read 37 pages a day, and I'll be fine. 37 pages a day.
Um,
Ugh.
I
You got
have
this. It's fine.
18 hours left.
so I haven't been.
Audiobook.
Yeah.
I know it's not a book discussion, but I have so far just briefly. I have not been uninterested in it. It's been
Hyperion was a slow start for me, but then like
Kristen. So
Y'all are
no,
inspiring me. It is interesting. Don't get me wrong. Like I started listening to it,
it's
and I
just
was like,
it's
okay,
big.
it's
Yeah.
just big.
It's a big book.
Well, and you're going to be traveling in a couple of weeks, so you can listen to the audiobook while you're
Yeah,
traveling.
but that never goes well.
Well,
Let's be honest with
because you
myself.
play your Switch instead.
I gotta play that Metroid,
Okay.
y'all.
You got to play Metroid.
Good. It's so
Um,
good.
Well, yeah, we're not.
I will say
It's just a
that
big
like
book.
there are moments
Ooh,
that
spoilers.
I'm really excited about in this book. He's just a little bit long-winded.
Sean, if you read Hyperion,
Hyperion.
Hyperion.
Hyperion, I will high five you every 15 minutes during the live stream.
So he gets 4 high
about
fives
me?
for reading the book.
Yeah, you get one at the 15-minute mark, the 30, the 45, and the final hour mark. Every
These are-
15 minutes during the book discussion, I will give a congratulatory high five to everyone who makes it through this book. That is a total
you?
I
of
get one
4 digital high fives for finishing this book.
Here's a fun fact about Christy. She never high fives me.
That's not true. I saw it that one time.
The amount of high-fiving you want to do
No, I never
is
want
out
to
of
because
control.
you know why? Because I'm defeated.
It's out of control.
I've been defeated. Ah,
I'm
just never happens. This is a fun fact. You put that on your bingo card, you will
Why are you
never
bending the book that way?
get bingo.
I was opening the book.
Whoa.
See what I have to live with here? That's why I have to listen to
Right.
audiobooks because it's like, did you touch my book?
Did you high five Brandy?
That is
I would-
not why you
Of
read
course, I would
audiobooks.
high five Brandy. I'll high five anybody but you.
Give Brandy a high five.
Every 15 minutes in
Give
2
Brandy
weeks.
a high five.
2 weeks from now, we're counting down to Hyperion. Oh, high five period. Sorry, it's
Give Julie a high
not
five.
that funny, but I liked it. Dan, no one asked you stay away from my books.
So now we know what everybody's reading. I didn't know if we should do the DNF report
Probably not.
because we there's been a lot of time, not a lot of time since last month. Maybe you
Yeah.
didn't have enough time to do some DNF, so we'll skip that one. But we got a new game for you today that I'm really excited about.
I'm high fiving myself repeatedly. Sorry. There you go.
Okay. So we got a new game.
Excuse me.
I'll explain the rules, but first we'll play the little graphic. It's called Judge a Book by Its Cover. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. So I have gone onto the internet and found some bizarre book covers that
All the internets.
and I've hidden the titles. So we're going to take a look at some book covers and we're going to try to figure out what this book is. We're going to like make up what this book is about and then maybe say like if we think it's a good book or not. So I'm very excited because some of these covers are.
How do we
just-
prove that? Did you look up like the Goodreads score?
No, I don't. No, it's
We
just
don't
whether-
actually know what
it's
the
just-
book's about.
It's just whether we think it's good. It's a good book because we're judging it by its cover.
Ugh,
I don't know. I've never seen this before.
I'm excited.
I'm
In my
gonna
life.
Google them.
Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you
I'm
ready?
ready.
Here comes book cover number 1.
Ah!
And I want to know how many ratings this has on Goodreads.
This
Like
is-
how many people have actually
That's
like.
what
So we
I'm,
have-
I'm ready.
Space leopard does drugs.
Yeah, we've got this creature with a
Has
stupid-
already done them and is now about to give you the drugs.
Yeah, see, Mariah's right.
Wow.
Smash or pass, but for books, I like it. Exactly.
Hey, this is terrifying.
What is this book about? But he has a cover. You gotta, I
Cat,
think Cat-
alien cat woman took drugs and wants you to as well.
now. Why do you think they're taking these drugs?
The eyeballs. Look at those eyes.
Sea monsters mainlining meth.
Oh no!
See, I think that this is.
I think it's a good book.
I think this is Dr. Meow.
Dr.
Dr.
Meow.
Meow.
There's a virus that's turning cats into dogs, and Dr. Meow has to cure the virus before the dogs overrun and chase all the cats.
The Adventures of the Tiger Plastic Surgeon.
You see what?
Volcano Cat and the
Yes. Y'all are way better at this than me. Cheech and Chong's Space Drug Avenger. Christy, what's this? What vibes you getting from this?
Has anyone read it? Has
know.
anyone actually read
I think it
this?
was written in the 70s.
Yeah, does anyone recognize it?
It's got a very 70s sci-fi art style.
Adam, after each book, are you going to tell us the real title? Because then I'm ready to
Yeah,
look it up on Goodreads.
I can tell you the real title.
Not yet, but like when you do, I want to like pull it up. I think it's fun. I'm going to read the
Wait,
actual
no, I
synopsis and score.
need to plug my hard drive back in because it's on my hard drive. So,
via
Christy, what
Goodreads.
is this book about?
Oh, I have no idea.
Would you read it? If I said, "Hey, I wrote a book. Here's the cover."
Oh, but you wrote it? Oh,
Yeah, I wrote this.
I will say, just looking at this cover, I kind of do.
I kind of read it.
I think I'd read it.
I think the title's gonna go a long way in like helping us.
Okay, are you ready for the title?
Yes.
Okay, this book is called Nightmare Blue by Gardner Dozois and
Nightmare
George
Blue, the color, or blue like
Blue is BLUE, the color,
okay.
by
By
Gardner Dozois or Dozois, but I'm going to say it the French way, and George Alec Effinger. Nightmare
Very-
Blue.
And it's officially science fiction. It has a little thing on the top.
FYI, the cover on Goodreads is different, but equally terrifying in a different way.
Not as-
Okay.
Very 70s. When was it written?
Yes. It 1975, first published
Smack dab.
January 1st of 1975.
How
Ooh,
many
New
It
Year's
is,
Day.
it is about aliens and drugs.
how many reviews does it have?
6.
Or ratings? Yeah.
Wait, ratings 33. It has 33 ratings.
That's
33 ratings.
not
It's
good.
A total of 3.21 stars.
Actually, Deidre, there's 2 different covers, so maybe they didn't
Yeah.
agree.
This,
Also-
this is our book poll for April.
Yeah, right.
Nightmare Blue, the most addictive drug in the universe.
Okay.
The alien race known as the something lords alone know from whence it comes and are its sole purveyors. Blah, blah, blah. Bad stuff is happening. Something. And they have plans that could endanger the entire galaxy. What? Okay. So it's about
It's
you
dude.
know, space drugs.
Cottage yellow and nightmare blue.
All right.
Nice. Okay.
Next book.
That's
Next
good.
book cover. Here we go.
100% would read.
Oh my.
Ooh.
Why? Oh. I
So you got this man in the sky of this clock, and then there's just like this woman's head.
I will say, like, I thought that was his like fist.
You thought this was his fist? That's a
Yeah.
woman's face. She's
And I didn't understand why they like cut off just like his neck and shoulders and like left his fist. It took
No, I
me
can
way
see
too
that.
long.
he's just this man looks very distressed. And there's this woman who's asleep, and then there's this sort of cliff and this bridge
A
with
bridge
some
in a
buildings.
town.
Yeah, it's like a clock tower doctor.
Huh.
This to me is like a NES Mega Man. That's Dr. Wily. The box art.
Nice.
I will say, at first glance, as funny as it is, I don't know that this one appeals to me quite as much as the previous one.
Well, it doesn't have drugs.
Or
We don't know
cats.
that.
Yeah, or Catman.
She's taking a nap. I don't know. What
so-
era do you think this is from?
This looks more 60s.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh gosh. Oh, y'all are so good at this. The Time Stalker. Is
Oops,
that
sorry.
the actual name of it?
Oh, that's a good name. Who said that? Who said the Time Stalker?
That
Maybe
is
they
good.
maybe they're looking it up now. I don't know.
That's impressive if you can find it without the
I
title.
got it. This man has been driven to the breaking point by one ticking clock. He cannot find little to know his wife accidentally swallowed a pocket watch.
Yeah, it looks like a Twilight Zone. I don't
Yeah,
know.
this is the unofficial Doctor Who,
The Dr. Y.
like the one with Peter Cushing or whatever his name is.
Get it? Instead of Doctor Who, it's Dr. Y because he looks.
Or what?
Yeah, he doesn't have
Number
drugs.
one! Because it's a clock.
Mm.
Dr. Time watches over your sleep.
Sorry, I yelled that
Yeah.
and I got really excited.
This is what happens after you take the drugs.
But,
Clockwork
Sean,
Beauty,
yes. Thank you. Okay.
Dr. Wen.
Creepy. Okay.
All right, what is it?
Okay, so the name of this book is The Enquires of Dr. Esterhazy.
Wow. Spell it.
Spell it.
It's ridiculous.
Is doctor
were so-
spelled out?
We were
Doctor
so
is
close.
spelled
The
out.
inquires, ENQUIR,
That's
no,
That's not the
inquiries,
interesting word.
the inquiries of Dr. Esterhazy, ESZTERHAZY.
So, a novel in which the fantastic and supernatural events in the kingdom of the Scythia,
Pannonia,
Pannonia,
Transbalcania.
Transbalcania are investigated and sometimes explained.
The kingdom of Scythia, Pannonia, Transbalcania.
Oh, this is okay. Hold on though. This description. First off,
I'm crying.
this y'all, this was first published January 1st
There's no way.
of 2010.
No, look at
No,
that
it
cover. There's no way. That cover. Look
2010?
at that cover. That Warner
No.
Books. There's no way.
So I think he wrote it. Maybe he wrote it a long time ago and then it
No,
didn't get
that's-
published until now.
No, that's an old book cover with the Warner Books on it.
This
There's
says
no way.
first published January 10th, 2010.
It's
Goodreads is
impossible.
a garbage app.
Maybe we should ask Dr. Esterhazy.
Don't do that. It has 51 ratings. Hey, it has
Mm.
4.21 stars, but listen to this. It's an episodic novel of a paranormal investigator in the world
Oh,
of
it's
the
Ghostbusters.
19th century, something monarchy,
Trying.
whatever. And so contents, it looks like it's a bunch of different little stories. Like each one's its own little
Mm.
episode.
It's by
Inside.
Avram Davidson, winner
Yes.
of both the Hugo and the Edgar Awards.
Ooh.
Mhm.
So this is
So-
award winning. But Dr. Esterhazy. Okay, next one. Ready? Boom.
Yes, that is some 70s sci-fi
All
art
right,
right
so
there.
we've got this woman who's just kind of lounging on this
Yes.
platform
I don't think
over
it's
space.
70s.
This is space down here with some shells
Under space, also.
under space. There's
That's
also
a
this
drug frog.
frog
Rocket.
thing.
Yeah, this is like Rocket Frogs of Babylon or something like that.
A
Like,
bunch of rockets. Rocket Frogs of Babylon.
Yeah, that sounds like a 70s sci-fi novel, The Rocket Frogs of Babylon.
There's this little screen that also has like a spaceship in motion. This one's like it's just it's up, it's about to go. About to
What's
go
up
off.
with the random bamboo, like the frogs?
Dan, if your dad
fronds,
paints like that, that is
palms?
epic.
Oh, man. Okay, so what is this book about, Christy?
I'm terrible at this game, but I'm really enjoying watching everybody else play this game.
Rockets that take you to the frog universe, the Frogiverse, if you will.
There's only one frog.
It's a big frog too. I hope that's some depth perception at play. Otherwise, that frog is the same size as the lady.
It's a big frog. Ariel goes to space and Sebastian turns into a frog.
Or it's a very tiny lady.
I licked a toad and woke up in space. I'm totally not hallucinating.
You're in my chair.
I can't. This is so uncomfortable for me.
Well, then, but Scoot, you're like in my face.
This is Pocahontas, but on the moon between Amazonian type women and a shuttle full of men. Men think they can tame the women, and they will all be dead wrong.
Oh.
This is
they
what
all
happened
lick
when
frogs.
Pocahontas licked the tree frog, and she had these visions of.
They
Of
know
all this
better
stuff.
than to lick frogs.
She wanted to lick the frog.
No, she
Yeah.
thinks she tricked a white man.
Miranda
into
says this has
licking
got to be
her.
some kind of
She probably
shifter's
just did it.
romance thing. So yeah, this I have
I'm
no
ready.
idea. What you want to see what the name of this book is?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, the name of this book is The Grib.
GRIB?
GRYB.
The grib.
The Grib by A.E. Van Vogt.
Huh.
That's
It's a
fantastic.
cool text treatment.
The Grib.
The grib.
A scale-armored bloodsucker grib glinted off the small and gem-like disk of sun, which rose higher and higher from the fantastic horizon of Europa,
I got all of
blinding
that.
Thomas.
I got all of
Right.
that from this picture.
Something alien world, other things, farther planets.
Gribbit, gribbit.
The Grib.
Okay.
I was totally getting grib vibes from this.
Yeah.
I just couldn't say it.
This is 100% The Grib. I
Oh,
think I've
it looks
seen the
like it
movie.
is also a collection of. The Grib contains multiple stories. The Grib, Humans Go Home, The Problem Professor, The Invisibility Gambit, Rebirth, Earth, and The Star Saint.
This is an
So maybe those
amalgamation.
are aspects from all of the stories.
Yeah, maybe. That would explain the chaos here.
There's a lot of
randomness.
chaos.
The Grib. Okay. Next one.
Gribbed for your pleasure.
Oh, here comes another one. Maybe some of y'all have seen this one.
Oh, I want to
Cats.
read that one.
Would you read this one?
Yeah.
Is that an octopus in the tree staircase?
No, that
No, this is
Yeah,
just some sort
maybe.
of palace back
might,
here.
might be an octopus. It's something.
Wait, this?
And
one?
then
No,
like a
this little
heron
thing.
and a cake.
Oh, this thing? Yeah,
a
that's
bird.
that's some kind of
100% would read.
tentacled thing. This is a Spy versus Spy.
That's
Mhm.
what I did. Bird in a hood and an octopus.
Yeah, Leanne guessed it basically.
Cats. It's just cats.
This is the musical. That's Taylor Swift.
Is this the butthole version or
Dame Judy Dench.
Obviously not. None of these cats are showing us their buttholes. Mariah says, "I don't know what this is, but gimme."
yeah, this is the book poll book, right? We're just deciding on
It
this.
looks so pleasant, but then there's like these little things on the sides that are
Yeah.
not pleasant.
These things,
Thundercats
Yeah.
Origins.
these cats are just like, "What are y'all doing?
Yeah.
What are y'all doing?" The Fellowship of the Ball of Yarn. I love that.
Ah,
Gin
that's
Cats
good.
of the East.
Really like-
That's fun. That's good.
Wizard
I
of
was about
Oz,
to
but with
say,
cats.
Yeah, because the turrets and stuff there is kind of giving me some Agrabah vibes.
No, it's very
Mhm, mhm.
What is this
okay.
about? What is this about?
I bet it's about cats. Why don't you tell me the title?
I don't know what this is about, but I do know who it's by, and the results may shock you.
But are you going to also tell me the title?
This is H.P. Lovecraft.
What?
The Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath.
I was close.
Yeah, you were. The Dream Quest of Unknown.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, alternate cover. Horrifying and much more H.P. Lovecraftian.
Ooh, I hate
Oh,
that. I hate all of
no.
that.
Yeah,
Here, let me.
He tricked us with cats.
That's not the same. That's a different book.
Yep.
Wait, it's not in focus. Get in focus. You see how scary
I
it
don't
is.
think you need to see that in focus. That's just
God.
There it
that's-
is.
that's not just a bunch of mouths.
Oh, there it is.
Ugh.
It's terrifying.
I like this cover way better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
That's some
Cat
bait and switch
Zulu.
right there.
Nice, Christopher.
The longest of the stories that make up his dream cycle and the longest Lovecraft work to feature the protagonist Randolph Carter. I don't see anything in this description about cats.
Like, what that movie we watched, that Ghibli movie we watched about something heart, and it was
Whisper
like,
of the Heart. There was a cat in it.
yeah, for like 5 seconds.
Well, it's not called Whisper of the Cats.
I wanted more cats. The preview shows a cat.
It's just cover art. And
Okay,
as you've
this-
seen, covers mean nothing.
Boys.
This next one,
Ugh.
we got a steamy one for you.
Ooh.
I had to blur out.
Oh.
Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
What did you blur? Did you blur out their faces?
No. You'll see. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
It's about to get R-rated.
Oh.
no.
What is on his back? What is going? Can you zoom in on that, Adam?
I will spit out my water.
Can you please zoom a little? What is
Oh my gosh.
It's a frog slug.
this fish frog?
It's a fish frog slug riding around on
Zeus Teus.
a lion Zeus with some breasts, who laid a whole bunch of a mess of Easter eggs, and one of them done hatched, and a little golem's coming out, but a snake's going to eat him.
I can eat my snake.
Adam, what part of the dark
There's-
interwebs were you on trying to
You
find
have
these?
ruined your circle.
this one is so much going on.
I just really want to see the uncensored version now.
It looks like about what you
It's
imagine.
just boobs.
Yeah,
what
it's
do you
boobs.
think? It's not an alien.
Yeah. This one has so much. This has so much going on. Oh man, would you read this?
Animorphs, the next generation.
Ugh, things have taken a turn.
Oh man,
More like Animorphs, multiple generations of incest later.
that's
Yikes.
true. Yeah. I only got a few minutes.
Gung, 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 gung.
This is a very,
Open
very
up.
specific search term I had to type in.
What did you
I
search?
didn't.
It just automatically comes up.
Yeah, this is just my desktop wallpaper.
I mean, it is kind of fantastic.
If anyone's
There's
an artist
so
and wants
much.
to recreate this for Adam for a present, I will commission that.
I just really want to read the description now.
I want to
Yeah.
make the movie.
All
Let's
right.
do it, Adam.
Please give me the title so that I can read the description for this
The
one.
title is it's probably not very surprising. It's pretty on the nose. It's called Strange Relations
Oh.
Fitting.
by Philip Jose Farmer, a Hugo Award-winning author.
Ooh, alternate cover on Goodreads.
Ooh.
Also quite hello.
Oh, hey, that's not what I see here. In the
Okay. Cat.
He's like, what are you looking at?
Strange Relations, 5 novelettes of unbounded imagination telling of strange encounters between man and alien.
Oh.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah, so it's just a bunch of stories about men going to space and banging aliens, I guess.
Well, I would like to think that whatever we came up with this is way better. Because,
That is a very interesting cover.
but you do kind of makes you curious, like what inspired this picture to be, somebody took the time. This just didn't
That's a lot of
happen.
time.
And is this from one of the stories, or is this a little bit of all of them?
I want to believe it's just one. I would love for it to just be one story. Captain Kirk's biography. It's a kissing book. Okay, the next one is not as crazy as this one.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Nice. Panic
kind
at the
of-
Space Disco.
Kind of feels
Exactly.
like Captain Planet or Power Rangers a little bit.
But it looks
Power
like
Rangers.
he's pooping in his suit. He's like squeezing something out.
So we've got this close-up face who's surrounded by stars and planets, and he is straining. And then we have this man who's
He's dancing. It
sun
looks like the same
salutations.
guy.
It's the same guy.
Yeah.
He's
like-
And
same
but
guy.
there's four of the women, four identical women in matching jumpsuits.
different colors.
See, the guy looks to be in pain, kind of like Logan's Run, and then he's surrounded by
Well-
4 different women
Are
in
they?
rompers.
They all look the same.
Tron stuff got weird. So yeah, I can't even begin to speculate as to what this book is about. But would you read it? If you saw this cover in a Second and Charles,
Yeah, I'd totally pick that one up. It's a pretty sweet cover.
Buck Rogers
That's
abducted
pretty-
by ABBA.
Nice.
Saturday Night Assassin Power Disco Rangers Fever Cream.
Yep.
Rolls right off the tongue.
Does look a
Captain
little Steve
America.
Rogers.
I can see that.
Yeah, this is it's
Steve Rogers in the
Spare
21st
Salvus off
century. Did
it's mostly symmetrical.
you see they were making that show at Disney?
Yeah.
It looks like an Olin Mills photo.
Mm.
Oh no, what did I do with
Quantum
the-
Leap: The Aftermath. I could see that.
There it is. It's way down there. Okay, the title of this book is Children of the Lens by E. Doc Smith. This is book number 6 in the Lensman series, which is actually something I've heard of because I've seen the anime Lensman, which I guess is based off of this Lensman series. I think my brother even tried to read some of the Lensman books.
I think you did.
Alternate cover.
I dig that. I dig that 70s.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
I
like
think
the
that-
one that you
yeah.
found better.
It's like that retro science fiction.
There's a great one of the Instagram accounts I follow is a 70s sci-fi art Instagram account, and it's really sweet.
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Oh, I think
Okay.
that man's name is Kim,
Yeah, that
and
makes
those
sense.
might be his children.
Of the
Oh,
lens.
Okay.
It says Kim Kinnison of the Patrol was one of the few men who knew how near the end of the destruction of the universe was, and in the last desperate plan to save all life, he knew he had to use his children as bait for the evil powers
Ooh.
of the planet Pure.
That's a tough decision.
Huh.
Okay, we got. So if you've heard of Lensman, that's cool. I've heard of Lensman because I've seen the anime movie. We have it on Laserdisc.
Ah.
Okay, we have one more book cover, and I particularly like this last one. I think it's a lot of fun. Here we go. Are you ready?
Yes,
Ready.
ready. Ah,
Sweet.
that's
that is
awesome.
awesome.
Nice.
Look at that.
That is sweet.
It's if
Look at
Godzilla had wings and was in space.
Exactly.
Mm.
This is Godzilla in space. On this
This
really
one's
cool
gotta be
looking-
called
But he
like
flies.
the drag moth effect or something crazy like
Mm.
mutants of Pern.
Mutants
That
of
sounds
Pern.
good.
Is that the actual
Nice,
title?
Katie.
No, it's not. It's not. But I like the title.
That's good. That's
Um,
good.
Dragons in space, space dragons, dinosaur.
I was about to say, yeah, like Jupiter.
Jupiter ascending.
That's. Isn't that?
I don't know. It sounds good.
Godzilla in outer space. Game of Thrones
What
by
is-
George Lucas.
Got wings.
Yeah, this one just looks awesome.
Ooh,
Like
I,
don't
like
even-
Lisa's. Teenage kaiju space surfers.
Julie's
Everyone-
bringing guards back.
Goes to space.
Aw, Arrow.
Dragon Riders of Saturn. That's fitting.
Ooh.
Yeah, this just looks awesome. Whatever it is, I am in. I'm into this. So this is
Mike. the next
Aw.
Game of Thrones book.
he just
I
doesn't
like
know.
Reptar in space.
But like, is the dragon thing
It's a flying dinosaur.
flying dinosaur? That's not the villain. It can't be the villain.
No, humans should.
No, that's
humans are
his
the villain.
rocket. That is his means
He
of
just- He
transportation.
rides around on a rocket like a witch
He's
rides a
protecting
broom.
his
Yeah.
planet from humans, maybe, or something.
Charizard goes to the moon.
Yeah, this is a Pokemon fan fiction. Pretty sure that dragon's pregnant. Dinosaur Rodeo. Leanne's down with this book. This is a love story between a dinosaur and a spaceship. No one understands.
Would read.
Okay, so this book is called The Second Experiment by J.O. Jepson.
What was the first one?
Set phasers to
That's not anything.
Lol.
Don't read that.
That's
That's not anything. That's not anything.
funny.
That's like a watermark
Ah.
from like where I found this.
Ew,
not-
alternate
it's on the actual
title, and
cover.
this one didn't have dinosaurs in it.
Why are these alternate book covers so
Hmm.
lame?
They're just like little. It looks like little cavemen going up into the spaceship.
Yeah, so this is the second experiment.
Oh, this one, the Royce.
Yes.
What?
Wait, I think it is that dragon lady, maybe. It is, and that might be her spaceship. I don't know. Once the masters of the universe now evolved to pure. She was the last of the dynasty with her faithful robot tech. She took the last ship to a star with 9 planets, the third of which had life. Then she decided it was time to find a mate, and that this planet was as likely a spot as any to begin the search.
Oh, that
Okay.
sounds cool. I'd read that. Let's put that in the book poll. So we have 7 books in the book poll.
Huh.
But that's all the book covers I have for this game. That was fun.
That was good. That was good, Adam.
Christy was bored.
No, just tired.
I found
Um,
another great one though. I'll cut the title out, and well, there it is at the bottom. There it is.
Nice.
Oh yeah. No, so we'll find more. We'll play this game again. If y'all like this game, let us know in the Discord or here in the comments or wherever. Because
Or if y'all come across any fun book covers in your
Yes, send
adventures
'em.
each month, yeah, shoot them our way.
send them our way. We'll play a fun little game with them. But that was did you?
And we'll credit you for finding such a lewd and disgusting cover.
Or
Dark
amazing, or amazing.
Oh,
There's-
the lewder, the better.
Okay, now it's time for club stuff. Hey, club stuff.
Club stuff.
So that will eventually include the April book poll. So stay tuned for those options that will be coming up. But we Christy had some stuff she wanted to like pitch to y'all. She's been talking. She's been going through this book poll stuff. She has some questions. So you go. You just go.
Yeah. So the book poll is getting increasingly harder to like choose books for because I've put a lot of rules around it. They're all completely self-imposed. So I was thinking about just changing things up and ignoring all the rules. I just thought I'd run them by you guys. First of all, we don't repeat authors a whole lot. I try really, really hard not to do that. But what do y'all think about having more repeat authors? Because I mean, there's a ton of really prolific authors that have a lot of different stuff, like
I'm okay with it.
John Scalzi and Brandon
mean,
Sanderson and B.E. Schwab. We've read 2 of her books, and Matt Haig has a ton of books,
Neil
like The Midnight
Gaiman.
Library. Yeah, Neil Gaiman has so many.
Just not Murakami.
Everyone said yes. Well, not everyone.
I'm
just
keen on
Brandy
that
at
on like authors that we've like had the majority has been, you know, like a positive reception.
Yeah,
I'd also love to see some of our second chance from like I mean, we've been doing this
Deep
for
second
years now
chance.
to have like some second chances from way back when filtering back in, you know?
Yeah. I like having the current second chances that we've kind of started doing, but also that's another thing, having way more repeat poll options. Because like that's one of the hard things is that once it's in the poll, I put it in a no longer available for the poll list. And there's so many great
like-
books in that poll that we haven't, or in the polls that haven't gotten read just because
So
they
now-
lost.
Now we've got it, Christy. So if you took it this way, and this is all literally live, this is how we talk behind the scenes,
going.
y'all. So like on like May, for instance, let's just take May. Like if you took 3 of the books that didn't win from the past Mays, you know, one per
Oh.
year, then it's
Mhm.
like, okay, it's not like you're rehashing everything.
To give you an idea, in our Amazon store right now, it shows our runners up list, the books that have not won. There are already 64 options.
They're all probably really
And
good.
most of them are really
64.
good.
64 books in that runners up list. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Let's see. Brenda said, "What about second in a series for those of us who haven't finished the series?" Like, really, what do y'all think about that? If it's a book that's first in a series that was beloved, can we just decide to read the next
Shift.
one?
Shift.
That's a great example.
There might be a place for it. I mean, you know, we always want to welcome in new people and people that haven't been around for a while.
Shift.
But yeah, like there might be a place for
did
like
that
these
wrong.
sort of and then you know
Shift.
that's certainly a question. Yeah, so repeating is fine. There are so many other authors. Yeah, there's you know, but there's also some restrictions that we put on that when I look for books for the book poll that it also makes it kind of hard because like we want this to be like accessible for people. We want people to be able to get the book readily, so that rules out a lot of like out of print whatever.
Yeah,
we also,
not out of print. And then also we try to make sure they're at least a year old so that you have paperback options and library options so the holds aren't super long.
and we also are choosing, there's like a maximum length that we kind of stick to, which is like 500 pages.
Yeah, it's between 250 and 500 pages, and we try not to go on either side of that.
And there's a lot of really
Hyperion
good like
was just under.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of really good like options. I'll be like looking through the lists and stuff and like whatever. I'll be like, oh, Christy, what about this one? And then I'll look at me, it's like 790 pages. I'm like,
Yeah, and there's so many great ones out there that are like too many pages, but like it's just not realistic to do that in a month.
yeah,
Which
I
is
don't-
why
yeah.
I'm going to throw out this idea. And I know that there are valid arguments for not doing it, but I'm going to just throw it out there. I've always thought if there is a really incredible book, but it is something obscene, like 700 pages or more, could that be a 2-month where you do have the like, we actually do at the end of 1 month have a midpoint discussion, and then the second month have the full length.
That'd be
So you
nice.
have two discussions for one book, but it's spread across 2 months.
We kinda
kinda
did
what
that
Jeff
with-
was saying, too.
Dune.
Yeah, we did do that with Dune.
Yeah, we did it
Keywords.
for Dune over December and January. And yeah, if y'all are open to that, like that opens up so many books that like are just really great, but that are just too long for our club, unfortunately, at the way it is structured now.
the world.
Are you
It's
trying
the
to
Wheel of Time, Eye of the World.
Let's see. And then someone said if we did like a second in a series, giving you plenty of notice so that you could catch up if wanted, definitely if we did that. Oh, also, if there's
Mary
A
Ann
book-
had a great point.
what is it?
Sorry, just the
No,
2-month thing in the summer.
Oh
People be
yeah.
Yeah,
busy
2-month
and
thing in the
traveling
summer.
and-
I'd be
sorry,
down for
continue.
that.
Last like thing is if there's a book that everybody just really wants to read and we all just agree on it, can we just skip a poll sometimes if like there's like a big consensus on
or
like
if
let's
one
do
of
this?
us is tired of having not read a book, can we
Are
Hijack.
you tired of not reading?
Leviathan Wakes, everybody should read it.
Oh,
That's
hey, no,
true.
that's on
It's
the.
so
that is on
good.
the.
I've been interested in Snow Crash for
Yeah,
a while.
Snow
and
Crash
it's
has
like-
been in our book poll twice and lost
Twice.
both times, but I really want to read it.
So one of
Yeah.
the things
I do
that I
too.
suggested yesterday was with Snow Crash in particular. It was like, all right, we're going to put Snow Crash in every poll, and you don't have to vote for it, but it will be in every poll until we vote for it. That kind of thing.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
Lisa asked about short story collections. Definitely, I
Yeah.
want to do that more often.
I
We
think we had a
did
good experience with that.
one in January, but I want to do something more specific because there's so many great collections and anthologies out there.
I like having almost like a checklist, and it's like we do each thing once a year. Like in Halloween, right? We always read a scary book. And December is always a graphic novel. So maybe a summer is like an extra long book that's 2 months. And if we come up with this thing, then we just get to tick the boxes off, like a short story collection, and we get to do all these things,
Yeah.
A lot of people
each
love
year.
Snow Crash.
So
And I've kind of started to make a schedule like that. Like January, I want us to start doing short stories or anthologies, like collections. And then February, it would be books that you guys received from your Secret Santas, because that was really fun to do this year. And then I'll see, October, like you said, is spooky, and December's graphic novel. And then like June or July was summer shorties.
that's true.
So,
But if we
I don't know,
did the
it's
summer, I do like the
longy.
June and July being,
Longy.
yeah, the June and July being, you have the whole summer. It's your summer reading. Summer reading. I mean, we all did that growing up, right? So summer reading is just your one long book that you have to read over the summer.
okay.
I never did that.
Yeah.
If you guys are open to it, we might start playing a little bit more around with the rules and just like not following them anymore.
I mean,
They're
they're
your
self-imposed anyway.
rules.
I
that you
know,
made up. Just
I
Well,
made them.
roll away.
But when we first started, though, too, like when we had our, second, and we were working closely with Second and Charles. Like we always wanted to make sure that they could get stock.
Yeah.
They
that,
gave
you
us
know,
they gave a lot more rules and that were, to be fair, so that they could have them in stock. But yeah, so their criteria was a million times more specific than Christie's. And Christie had so many amazing book options that got just kind of butchered for a while just because of availability. But Christie, that being said, I know that you've put this all on yourself, but you've also taken it on.
Yeah.
Props to you for delivering so many book options every single month for literally years.
It's like
now.
she's got a spreadsheet for it or something.
It's like she's
Something
got
like
multiple
that.
spreadsheets and has put in a ridiculous amount of time and research.
That sounds like a good segue.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna go back to the rules real quick.
Here we go. Are you ready? It's time for the poll options for April. What?
So the theme of this poll is a little bit lighter because I think we're gonna need it after Hyperion. Just because Hyperion is hitting me kind
Don't
of
scare
heavy.
anybody.
No, and it's good.
High
I'm
fives.
enjoying
High
it.
fives in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks.
But something that might be a little bit easier to get into.
Okay, here we go. Option number 1 is 1,000 Steps into Night by Tracy Chee.
Ooh, that is a pretty cover.
It is. So
Speaking of covers.
I was looking for options all day yesterday. Don't tell my boss. But
Your boss is your mom.
don't tell her. Anyways, I've never heard of this book or seen this book, and I loved the cover, and then I read the synopsis and it sounded great. So it's in our book poll. It is all of these are young adults, so that's kind of the theme. But except for the last one. This is a Japanese influenced fairy tale or fantasy, and
Nice.
it's brimming with demons, adventure, and plans gone awry. There's an ordinary innkeeper who gets cursed and begins to transform into a demon, and she has to embark on a quest with a thieving magpie spirit to break the curse and go back to her
That's a
normal
lot.
life.
That's a lot of things.
Yeah. And it sounds so cool. And it was available on Hoopla too.
Ooh,
So
ooh, that's free.
ebook and audiobook was.
If you
And
got a- if you
that's
got a
pretty
library
rare,
card.
actually.
Right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hoopla free if you got a library
And
card.
Hoopla, I think, is the same for all libraries. I think. Because Libby's not, but I think Hoopla is.
Okay, that's option 1.
That's option 1.
1,000 Steps into Night.
Into night.
All right, option number 2. Here we go. Reverie by Ryan LaSala.
I don't know.
Some dreams
That's
chase
not
you back.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Love the cover. This one's been on my radar for a while. This guy was found half dead in the river by police. And he doesn't have no memory. He has no memory of how he got there or what happened after him. Oh goodness, I've just totally lost track
What
of
happened?
everything.
Exactly. That's what happened.
Oh
He
gosh,
doesn't
it's catching.
know.
Anyways, he starts to piece together clues with the three strangers, and the world that's kind of the same as ours keeps like changing into fantasy-ish things. Like, I don't know. Anyways, I should
Just read it.
I
Just
should
read
have
it.
just read it. He doesn't like when I just read it.
Just read it.
But that's what this is a book club. That's what we do.
I know. So, after being found half dead in the river by police, Kane Montgomery can't remember how he got there, what happened after, or why his life seems so different now. As Kane pieces together clues, three almost strangers claim to be his friends, and the only people who can truly tell him what's going on. But as he and the others are dragged into unimaginable worlds that materialize out of nowhere, he realizes that nothing in his life is an accident. And when a sinister force threatens to alter reality for good, they will have to do everything they can to stop it before it unravels everything they know. Yes. See much better when I read it. Sorry, I totally
I only
butchered
got
that.
the description because I was busy laughing internally at Dan ruining his own joke because I got the title of the book wrong. Sorry.
Nightmare Blue. Okay, so that's option number 2 is Reverie.
Woo.
Option
Also
number
another
3,
bird cover.
Keeper of Enchanted Rooms by Charlie Ann Holmberg.
So this one is like fantasy historical fiction. So this guy is surprised when he inherits a remote estate, and he's ready to call it home until he realizes he has no choice. The doors start slamming shut, locking behind him, and the house is not going to let him leave ever. Hulda Larkin of the Boston Institute for the Keeping of Enchanted Rooms has been trained in taming such structures in order to preserve their historical and magical significance. She understands the dangers of bespelled homes given to tantrums, and she moves in to help Merritt make the house their ally. But it proves unexpectedly difficult. The house's secrets run deeper than they anticipated, and something outside is coming for the enchantments of the house. And it could be more dangerous than the house itself.
Tim is thinking it's Piranesi meets the supernatural enhancements.
It's a good
Oh,
call.
interesting.
And it's on
Are
Kindle
you trying
Unlimited.
to trick me into reading a scary book?
Yes.
I don't think it's scary, actually.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's not. But I haven't actually read anything by this author, but I have like 5 of her books in my radar, like on my to read list. So I'm excited to possibly read one of hers. But I think all 3 of these are really great options.
So we got 1,000 Steps in the Night, Reverie, and Keeper of Enchanted Rooms.
Yes.
Are the 3 books for April. So
The
your
poll
palette
will go
cleanser-
up tomorrow. It'll go up tomorrow, and that will include Goodreads links and the little graphic that has their covers on it so you can judge them. And yep, that's a Thursday thing.
Yes.
It's
So
on my
that
to-do list.
Not a
is
today thing.
April's book poll. Thank you, Christy, for
Everybody high five yourself repeatedly. Yourself.
And no zombies, like Willa points out. Probably. No zombies,
Probably.
asterisk.
You never know, because we've accidentally read some zombie books.
Yeah, we have.
They were all unintentional and surprises.
And so there's your poll.
Is that
and
the
I
face
do-
you make when you lie?
No.
So yeah, they all sound really good. So we're gonna have a good time in April, regardless of what y'all pick. But I do want to also give a quick shout out to Discord. We've got a Discord server. I'm sure you might be aware. We've got 3 mods now who are basically
Killing it.
just running that whole thing over there, and it's really just blossomed. And it's a really yeah, there he is. So
It's a whole
They-
different place where it
Yeah.
was compared to last month.
yeah,
So,
there's channels on channels. There's places to talk about everything from Star Trek to Star Trek and
video games.
and and there's places for the book of the month, for old books, for just book genres. They've done a really good job at building out the Discord and keeping it active and keeping people engaged. So check it out. If you want to post the link to the invite or Discord invite, Dan, you can post that in the comments, or it should also be somewhere on the Literarily Wasted Lounge. But yeah, it's another cool place where you can go and just hang out with the Lit fam and post whatever you're thinking about or doing.
And if you want to talk about the book of the month, like before we actually get to our live discussion, there's a whole thread for that. And they can help encourage you, or you can commiserate with you.
Yeah, make sure to tag your spoilers.
Yes.
With the spoiler tag that blacks it out so that you have to click on it to see what you've written. And there's instructions. I think Leanne put instructions in there.
Or you can ask and they'll like be right on it and tell you.
But yeah, so and there's also a place for suggestions on Discord, which is a really good place for suggestions of any kind for what do you want to see in Discord, what you want to see from book discussions, what you want to see from these club meetings that we've been having. Like if you have segment ideas or anything you want to, any fun games y'all want to play, I'm all about playing some fun games with y'all. Like this book cover thing.
That was fun.
But yeah, so you can go in there and chat and hang out with everybody and talk about the books and be like, wow, these books are so good.
Or these books are not.
Or these books are not good. And why won't Christy high five Adam? But yeah, so put in suggestions. Yeah, Dan says put in suggestions, all the rules you want Christy to break. There's a whole pet thread in there if you want to feel like posting pictures of your animals. You can do that.
There it is. Thank you, Brandy.
Yeah, Brandy's posted the link. You can't click on this, obviously, but if you feel like typing it in as you stare at it, based on this screen. But it's in the comments on Facebook, at least on YouTube. So if anybody on YouTube wants to post it in the comments for anybody else, post it on there. But yes, so that is it. It brings us to the hour mark. I hope y'all had fun today. I had a good time. It was good. Fun. And this is, again, something that we're going to try to do every month, is just have a little hangout for everybody where we have fun times and play games and do fun things.
We're back on the 22nd?
22nd.
Yes, because it was the same as last month.
Yeah.
The Tuesday Toost in 2
Double
weeks.
Tuesday Toosts.
So you have 2 weeks to read Hyperion.
And get 4 high fives.
From Talia.
If you finish it, we'll talk.
We'll talk.
Okay. Well, thank you for hanging out with us. And have a
good week. We're halfway through the week, y'all. We can
have a good weekend. Have a good next week. Have a good week after that.
And a couple people are saying maybe pushing it back a week. We can't. That last week in March is spring break week, and we'll lose a ton of people, including half of our hosts, if we do it that week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere for spring break. But yeah, so this was a good time, and we had good fun and good things. And we will see you on the 22nd. Good times, great oldies. Bye, everybody.
Bye.